what they did. They kicked it up another level, and they didn't just say, hey, if you get G5 qualified, then your sponsor gets $50 too. Now, some people mad because they don't like their sponsor. Right? So they like, well, I want my sponsor to get $50, which, you shouldn't do that. But other people, a lot of sponsors out here are super duper happy because they know they've been recruiting. And so they know the probability of them getting a $50 bonus is higher because they have more people on their team. Now, I'm not going to lie. It broke my heart that some people on my team who I know serve their customers to the highest level are great retailers. It broke my heart that y'all didn't have any people on y'all's team so that you could even have a shot at the $50 sponsor bonus. So I got to ask you, like, why are you scared of recruiting?
It's I'm in my head, and by me being in my head, and I know I'm making excuses for not doing the work, but it's mostly the excuse is time, but that's not it's an excuse, and it's like legitimate at the same time, because if I can sell, I can still recruit. I'm doing the selling while I'm working. I can do the recruitment.
Let me tell you something. If you say time, because, okay, that's good stuff. Because if you say time, if you're saying, well, Kim, I don't recruit because I don't have a lot of time, that's exactly why you should recruit.
Exactly.
Because if you don't have a lot of time, that means every single week your sales are not going to be consistent. You're not going to have high sales. Yeah. You're great at selling. But on the weeks where something happens and you can't sell, you don't want your check to be zero. So if you don't have a lot of time, that's exactly why you should be recruiting, so that on the days when you can't go out there and make the sales, you have the efforts of a team. A small percentage of a whole bunch of people's efforts is so much better than just your own efforts. If you do not go to the next level and you do not do this, then you don't have a network marketing business. Essentially, what you have is a second job from home.
Exactly. And I know that at times it has felt like that too.
Because that's what it is.
I gotta make a sale.
Otherwise, you don't have a check.
Right. And I know because I watch you and I watch other leaders in the business and people that are not leaders. And, everybody is a leader if you put yourself in that area, if you work at it. But, it's I look at it and I'm like, nah, she can do it. I know I can do it. Because I didn't think I could do it from the very beginning.
And see, that's the thing that's killing me about you, J Baby. Because you are the person, I shoot videos and I highlight everybody on the team. But you are the person that most strangers from YouTube call me about and be like, oh, I saw your video with J Baby. And she is so funny. She is so this. She is so that. They love you. So I'm like, why is J Baby, she's leading for free?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, because I'm like, you can do it. I'm
not even playing with you, and this is not an insult, but people call me and talk about my videos with you like they talk about my videos that I do with my son. They be like, she's so cute.
Wow.
So it's like that factor, but they also have been watching your journey too. There are people that saw the first video that me and you did last year when you joined on your 50th birthday. And there are people that have watched all of our interviews since then, and they followed you on the journey. Wow. You are not soliciting the people though. It's not that you can't recruit. It's that you refuse to.
Yeah, it's mental. It's all of this is mental, and it's so hard to really describe it because it's so the words will not come. but it's so hard to explain how when, I had somebody and it was a tough situation to where, I just had to take my hands off.
Okay. All right, let's talk about that. I'm happy you brought that up. Okay. So it's not that you have never recruited. You recruited one person.
Right.
And you want it so badly. And this is good because this is the reason why we had our fight, me and you.
Yes. That is the reason we had our fight.
The fight of all better body builders fights, the showdown. And in this corner, KimberlyProsperity and J Baby with her updo.
A major event too.
Ooh, emotions were high and intelligence was low.
Yes, boy, I was like, really, Janelle?
I was like, really, Kim? But no. And the whole thing is, we both were fighting for kind of sort of the same thing, but for different people. Yes. You were fighting me. You were mad at me because your emotions were so high because you wanted her to win. And I was mad at you because my emotions were so high because I wanted you to win and I wanted you to see that you cannot win if you're trying to exert all your efforts into making somebody else win. You cannot make people win. You cannot make people participate in your own rescue. Who was the audio I did the other day? And I said, this is not about sales. This is about relationships. This is no different. Yeah. When you have a child, you want your child to have a successful life. You want them to have a great spouse. You want them to have, you want them to be happy and all that stuff. But you can't go out there and live your child's life.
Right.
You can't make all that stuff happen for them. You have to just give them a strong foundation and then trust that they will make the right decisions so that they can acquire all that stuff for themselves. Honestly, it's no different. It's no different than that in this business. And in the reason why me and you bumped heads is because you trying to tell me, but you're not listening. I must be doing something wrong. And I said, you're not doing anything wrong. This person's success, that is their responsibility. You are a sponsor, and the only thing you have to do is guide them to where they need to be. But you cannot be like Whoopi Goldberg and Ghost and jump in their body, just whoosh, and go do the work for it. That's not how it works.
Right. And it took me another 6 whole months to really understand that, But
let me ask you this, and I need you to be honest. Do you think you really do understand that? Or do you think you're still gun shy because of that experience?
I'm gun shy.
Okay, that's honest.
I have the innate sense that I like to spend other people's money for them.
You like to spend other people's money for them?
I spend other people's money for them. Can they afford this? Is this too much?
Okay.
And that's not my business.
Nope.
I'm in the business to get you healthy and to help you get wealthy, and or to earn more. I'll say it that way. Not so much as wealthy, because you can be wealthy without a dime.
I know what you mean, though.
And so it's I'm gun shy because I want people to win so bad. And I want them to understand everything. But I want you to be able to do it like I did it. Yeah, you're going to struggle at first, but everybody ain't got the same type of pocketbook I got.
Nope.
Some people got more of a pocketbook. They pocketbook bigger than my pocketbook.
That's right.
And I can't think that they got the little.
You are so see this mess right here. You pocketbook. You straight from the South. See, and guess what? She over here talking about pocketbook. The only thing that could have made it more southern is if you said pocketbook.
Girl, but
everybody pocketbook ain't my pocketbook.
I'm old school, I have my own way of talking.
And that, guess what? There's a whole bunch of old school people. And there's a whole bunch of old school people who, a lot of people don't understand that. And there's a whole bunch of old school people who will understand that. It's the same thing with me. I have a master's degree. I don't say that because I'm like, I have a master's degree. No, I have a master's degree, but if you look at a lot of my writing, it's slang, it's chopped up, it's kind of because you know why? Because my master's degree doesn't define me, and in my regular life, this is how I talk. I talk like, girl, please, girl, bye. I talk more fun than I do structured, so that doesn't define me either. Now, is that a turnoff for some people? I'm sure it is, but guess what? Those people aren't my people. So what you said in the beginning is absolutely right. You're overthinking this whole recruiting thing. Because people already want to join you. And let me tell you something. I get it. I was overthinking it. But the recruitment conversation is really no different than the sales conversation. How do you make a sale? All you do is you show a person that has a problem that your solution could possibly also be their solution. Recruiting is the same thing. All you do is you show a person that has a problem that your solution could possibly also be their solution. Stop thinking in terms of a presentation and start thinking in terms of a conversation. And when they tell you, hey, this is the issue I'm having, I can't pay this bill, or Jay, baby, I really want to buy your product, but I don't have the money for it. That's how you and I met. You like NutriBurst. You were working a full-time job. But even though you were working a full-time job, you still couldn't afford a $50 bottle of NutriBurst every time you wanted to buy it. So then you like, well, let me see how to make this money so I can at least get my NutriBurst.
Right, because honey, that NutriBurst is on fire.
But look, now you're buying multiple products.
Exactly, because I got that deal yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. When you first came on the team, you couldn't get the deals. You were like, how are y'all getting these deals? And now you snatch up the deals sometimes before I do. So my whole point is, let me be very clear with you about this.
Okay.
The first, people think, how do I become a leader? How do I become a leader? How do I become a leader? And they think that in order to become a leader, they have to prove that they have successfully led somebody else. That's not true. The first thing you have to do is prove that you can successfully lead you. Yeah. And you've done that. You're on the training calls. You're on the you're doing the work. So when somebody comes on your team and they say, hey, Jay, baby, what do I do? You're not going to sit high and look low and say, go over there and talk to everybody with another 3 foot. You're not going to tell them to do something that you haven't already done. So if you think you are not a leader, let me be very clear with you. You are a leader. Because you're leading yourself. And most people can't do what you've done. Most people cannot wake up and consistently for over a year stay they butt put in one company with one business and take a hard, long look at themselves and say, you know what? It's me. I got to work on me. That takes a lot.
Yeah. And it's hard.
Oh, it's hard. Oh, absolutely. Do you know how many things I've had to admit to myself? That you know, like, dang, Kim, you really need to tighten up in this area. That's why this is not happening for you, or that's why that person responded that way. This is one of the hardest things you'll ever have to do, because a lot of times the reactions that you are getting from other people are a reflection of you.
And I look at that as well. Because, you know, I hear a lot of people, I can't do this. I can't do that. My money is and in the back of my mind, I hear, offer them the opportunity. And I'm like,
just extend the invitation. And here's the whole deal.
Like, how do I do that?
Do it indirectly. You know how I did it? I do it in my videos. I'm talking to the people. I'm talking to the people that I want. Not to the people who need money. I don't talk to people who need money. Because let me tell you something. Needy people are very needy.
Who you telling?
A lot of times if somebody needs money, they're going to need a lot of your time. They're going to need a lot of your motivation. They're going to need a lot of... this might sound mean, but I honestly don't care anything about who needs it. I want the people who want it.
Yes.
Because when somebody wants
something,
thank you.
Will drive yourself to get it.
Thank you. One of the most powerful things in the world is someone who really wants something. I've seen some people do some crazy stuff for stuff that they want. Stuff they need, not so much. But stuff they want?
My son is always calling my superhero because he when I hit a year in the business, I told him, I was like, babe, this is my year. I made a year. He was like, Mom, I'm proud of you. He said, you stuck with it. You didn't give up. I was like, I ain't going nowhere. I said, this got to work.
And let me tell you something. I don't mean to cut you off. He's not only proud of you because you stuck with it. He's proud of you because he's seen your growth.
And we can have conversations on another level. Where we couldn't before. You know, where he has an entrepreneurial mindset on things. I couldn't relate, but now I can.
Aww.
And I can say, well, hey, why don't you try it this way? You know, and he'll be like, yeah, okay. You know, that's
see, this is the
in my business.
This is the stuff you need to talk about. But this is the stuff you need to talk about. This is the stuff you need to tell other people. Hey, listen, I'm a single mom. I'm now I now have a grandchild, and if you think at this stage in your life you can't grow, you can't get on another level, you can't have deeper conversations about things like business, I'm here to tell you I am proof that you can. You have to talk to those people that you need to find. You don't just need to recruit. You need to recruit some J babies. Some people that are not scared of the things that they should be scared of. Some people that are saying, you know what, I'm going to face the fear and do it anyway. You need to, I don't want you to just recruit people. I want you to recruit the right people, because, you know, the wrong people will run you out of your own business. But I'm
girl, what you talking about?
Hey, you already know how I roll, not me. Y'all can let other people do that to y'all if y'all want to, but not me. But I'm just telling you, like, your son believes in you. I believe in you. I know you believe in you, but I need whatever is holding you back. I need you to stop trying to make sales. Stop trying to hit this bonus. Stop trying to stress out about how do I talk to people. If you look at my videos, I give you everything in my videos. In my videos, what do? I talk to the people that I am looking for. If I'm looking for a customer, what do I say in the video? Don't call me to tell me when you get paid. Call me when you got the money. I'm telling people, listen, this is how I roll. And some people say, oh, Kim, that's too direct. Oh, Kim, you too mean. Oh, Kim, you this. But guess what? None of those people pay my bills.
Might not even be direct enough.
Let me tell you something. None of those people pay my bills. So I'm really not concerned with what they think about my message delivery. Because you know what? I found that since I've become more vocal about what it is I am seeking, more people with the right characteristics have come to me. Is that a coinky dink? Absolutely not. So what I'm telling you is you've got to get very clear on what you desire. And then you've got to get very clear in your communication. When you do that, you won't just build a team. You will build a team that you love and that they love. You're going to love them. They're going to love you. And you're going to love working with each other. Will it be that way all the time? No, of course not. That's ridiculous. No. But I'm telling you.
No, we're prime example.
Right. Some days you love me. Some days you don't. Some days you feel like a nut. Some days.
I can say this much. Not quitting has been the hardest and the best thing at the same time, because it taught me that I can take a blow, I can disagree,
there you go,
and I can keep going, even through it, because I always said somebody got to be right, and I got too much on the line, and I done came too far to just throw away everything.
Me and Candy talked about that the other day. Candy said, I thought J Baby was gone after Dallas. After Texas. She said, I was like, well, this was a good trip.
I ain't going nowhere.
I'm so proud. And like I said, it's a fond memory now. It's a fond memory now that we can laugh about. And I'm glad that it is that way. But you know what? Jack Fallon talked about this yesterday on the Top Earners Zoom. He talked about, he said so many times people come to me and say, well, Jack, why did so-and-so leave? And he broke it down, and he talked about how every time you pick up and leave, you're starting over. And he was saying that, he said there are some people that are seeing the compound effect of their business now that they've been in 3, 4, 5 years. Just like I told you earlier. People join my team today and they be like, you make me sick. You made a $400 sale and you were asleep. But that sale come from years of work before you ever even knew me. So it's the compound effect.
I had a lady come in I talked to when I first started, and it took almost a year for this lady to actually buy something. And she bought something just last week before last. And she made a good purchase. And she said, I'll be back
exactly.
next month.
And if you weren't here now, you wouldn't have gotten that sale, though.
Right.
Some people just want to see that you're the real deal. They want to see, like, and guess what? That's when you will always find the highest quality people. The people who have made you prove yourself with the test of time, those are going to be your most serious people. I get a lot of people right now. Yeah, I get a lot of people right now just because they like, I see that you've been cutting videos for years. There are other people that cut videos and they're no longer in the business. They've been in 2 or 3 different businesses since then. But I see that you have stayed with it. And look, now you're a year in. You know, you're a year and a half in.
April will be 2 years.
You're a year and a half in. J baby, it's time. It's time to level up, because I'm telling you something. I'm not Miss Cleo, but I got a feeling, okay? Like the Black Eyed Peas say, I got a feeling. Ooh, ooh, ooh,
girl, don't get me to dance and we ain't on video.
Tonight's gonna be a good night. But listen, I got a feeling that 2020 is going to be a good year. And I do think that the company is going to do more incentives for sponsors to help their team members. I don't think that this is a fly-by-night challenge that they have for December. I think the company knows this. They know that in order for us to really get to $1 billion company, in order for us to reach our goal, we can go further, faster with more people that are of like mind. You are great, but you are in Haven Hills, Georgia, and you're only one person, right?
My little subdivision,
right. Well, hey, you know I know better. I'm great, but I'm in Pooler, Georgia. Right? So here's the thing. You in Haven Hills, I'm in Pooler, but we're only 2 people. But if we can go out there and reach out to the right people that want to reach out to us, just like I put in the WhatsApp chat today, I got a customer. I just met this young lady, last month? And very quickly, she placed an order. Then she has placed multiple orders. Boom, 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 boom. Back to back. Yesterday, she reached out to me and said, hey, what's your referral link? I got some people that want to buy. I said, forget my referral link. Give them your referral link. She said, where do I find it? And I showed her the screenshots. This is where you find it. And I told her, you're not in the business, but you can earn points that can decrease your amount when you go to buy again. And she said, I didn't know that. So I'm like, okay, cool. Now today, what's the conversation? Today she messaged me saying, my husband said I should just go ahead and join. So what do I have to join? I said, that's right. Because if you're a customer and you refer somebody, you get points. But if you're in the business and you refer somebody, you get dollars. Dollar bills, y'all. That's the conversation. I told y'all, my theme for 2020, you need to be thinking like Monique. Hello, love. Make it make sense. If you can make it make sense, you can make it make dollars. That is the recruitment conversation.
I listened and I wrote down an affirmation. We throw that millionaire thing out there so easy. You know what I want to be? Right now, just right now, it's going to change later. But right now, I want to be 1,000-aire.
Well, you do. Hey, let me tell you something. Before you can become a millionaire, you got to be 1,000-aire.
That's right. I want to be 1,000-aire.
It's nothing wrong with that goal. Do you know how many people's bank account is negative right now after the holidays? They going into 2020 sweating bullets. They going into 2020 loaded with debt. And I got somebody on the team who just joined November 11th and they done moved 18 kits. 18 kits times $40. What is that? What? Man, and this is a choice. Understand this. This is a choice. Whenever I recruit anybody into the business, I have no clue what they're going to do. You can't call it. Sometimes the person who talks the biggest, baddest stuff, they don't do nothing. As soon as you put up the welcome banner, they like, where's the exit sign? And they out the business. And then sometimes the person who says nothing makes a whole lot of noise in the back office. Okay? The young lady who was on the Zoom last night, who's in her 20s, not even technically a part of my team, but we're creating a story about her. She's having private conversations with me y'all know nothing about. But let me tell you something. As long as she plugs into me, just like with anything else, as long as you plug into me, I will pour into you. And I'm all about creating stories. The more stories you can create, the more money you'll generate. That's how this thing works. Become a master storyteller and then help people hit their goals. And you already have that heart. Now I need you, like you said, get out of your head and understand you already have it. The only thing that's holding you back from recruiting is you. People want to join you, but you have not properly extended the invitation because you don't believe you can lead them. But you can.
Yeah. I can do it. I can do it.
I know you can.
I know I can do it. I know I can.
And it's up. I'm telling you, I'm going to produce the stories on the team for you to share to get this done. You have your own stories, and all you got to do is make everything a big deal. I don't care if it's the small. Make everything a big deal. I'm serious.
When I went to the hospital, I told my son, I said, take a picture of me. He was like, in the hospital, Mom? I said, boy, take a picture. I need to post it.
Make everything a big deal.
Yeah.
People say, I'm not rich. I don't fly over here, and I don't fly over there, and I don't have a Gucci belt, and I don't have a nice car. Man, I don't care if you sit at home and soak your feet. And you put on some personal development. I love that. Playing, son. Thank you so much.
And it's still in progress.
Awesome. Did you brush your teeth? Did you brush your teeth?
Not yet.
Well, let's take care of that. All right. But yeah, it doesn't matter what so many people are so quick to talk about what they don't have that they lose focus on what they do. Take the things that you do have and make it a big deal. When I sit at home and I soak my feet and I put on some personal development, I say I'm looking at my dreams and I'm giving myself self-love. It's about the stories that because everybody doesn't want those things that you think they want. So when you guess what? When you take the simplest thing and you make it seem like a big deal, you're showing somebody else, hey, listen, even if you don't have XYZ thing, whatever you have in your life, enjoy it. People appreciate you for that.
Yeah.
They appreciate you for that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I want this. I'm kind of doing like you did with your recruit now. Now I'm like, I want it for J Baby so bad, just like you want it for your other person.
Oh, God.
So you kept saying, you don't understand what I'm saying. I was like, you crazy. I understand exactly what you're saying. Because I'm saying the same thing to you. Oh, you had me. I don't let nobody get my pressure up, but you, ooh.
Girl, it was so heated.
And I had so much going on personally too. And I was just like, I'm so dang on tired of people telling me I don't understand. You don't understand how much I do understand. Who you talking to?
Candy was like, J-Baby. No, come on.
But you know, let me tell you something. It's something about Texas though, because me and you had a fight in Dallas, and me and Candy had a fight coming back from Houston the year before.
Oh my God. Wow.
I gotta stop going to any conventions in Texas with the team. I'm gonna have to just sequester my, cause
We're not gonna mom.com.
Oh, man. And let me tell you something. I hate that I'm not going to be in New Orleans because I'm going to be at the ClickFunnels event. But y'all already know your girl going there to download some information so I can come back and upload it because I'm not playing with y'all. I'm all about doing this thing the lazy way. I don't care. I do not subscribe to the belief that you have to work hard to make a lot of money because I know too many people who don't do that. It's about working smart. So when I say this is a year of automation and elevation, keep playing. It's some people who I just downloaded this from Kamanzi's website from his Kamanzi has some good stuff. And he said the distance Kamanzi Constable. He's not in our company, but it's somebody I follow. He's really, really good. He said the distance you kept during my struggle, I'm going to need you to double it during my successes. Man, let me tell you. Okay? Let me tell you. Some stuff about to go down. I'm not even playing. Because even I'm going to start in it. I'm not going to talk about it. Hold on. I'll tell you privately. Hold on.